Let's wait for another 2 minutes, team. There are some other people also joining, so we'll get started. By the way, how many of you attempted the test? You can unmute yourself.
Myself attended, not cleared.
How is it?
Good.
Easy?
Good options.
Confusing?
Yeah, it's good. Last times you were covered from even for the sample test questions also you covered it. So
A lot
it's
of
good.
questions are there, but in a different way.
Yeah.
I just opened it. Seeing the questions, I got confused. The first time I attended, I mean, why are you doing it, Shiv?
See,
Like,
I'll
I
tell
know
you.
one answer. See, I'll tell you, one answer is correct. Okay, I know which answer is correct. And then there is none of them option. Now, what to do in that case?
See, I'll
I
tell
mean,
you.
why? Huh.
Follow the logic, follow the concept, stick to thumb rules, and attention to detail. Carefully review the questions and answers, whether I need to select the right option or whether I need to select the wrong option. Now, let's say you're saying, I know the right answer, okay? But I'm
Huh.
asking you to select the wrong answer, wrong
Correct.
option,
Hmm.
okay? Please select the wrong options. So, inside, which is wrong, okay? If I say select the right option, you would go and directly select SITE site colon in a capital, small letters, okay? But if I ask you, give you the 10 other option and ask you to select the wrong option, that means we're also learning, we're training our brain not just to understand what is right, but also to understand what is wrong. And now, when we train our brain to understand what is right and what is wrong, we're understanding everything. So that tomorrow, if something is not working, we would be really able to catch it. Hey, this is where it's wrong. That's the reason it is not working. So, understand only
None
what is
of
right.
them would be just another option, right? We should not think logically. Like, if I select none of them, then but one answer is correct. So then that would
Okay.
be
Right.
logically wrong.
Let's say if all of the above are wrong. Let's say if all the above are wrong and none of them, one of them, so none of them and all of them. So let's say, how does this none of them counter with all of them? So let's say now there's four options. Like I just gave an example. Let me just share my screen. In one of the polls, okay, now please select the wrong option. Inside is wrong. In title,
That is
because I
wrong.
is capital, is wrong.
Capital, and in your
In
also
URL
is wrong.
is also wrong because that is capital.
I is capital.
Okay. All three are wrong. So when I say all three are wrong, is none of them correct? I need to
No,
select the
that is
wrong
also
options.
wrong. That is also wrong.
Huh?
None of them.
This
None
all
of
three are wrong.
them. All three are wrong. Select the wrong options.
Select the wrong option. So these three I've selected. If I say select the right option,
Hmm.
then you would go ahead and select none of them. Right?
Select
If
the
I say select the right option, like
option.
previous
Wrong.
one in a sample test, if I say select the right option, then you select none of them.
Yes.
Right? Now I'm asking select wrong option. So inside,
So
in title,
all three
in
are wrong, and all of them also is wrong. So I should just leave none of them and select all the rest.
just leave, exactly. So just leave none of them.
Why?
So side,
We are
so
making this
inside,
thing
in
so
title,
much.
in URL. All three are wrong, and all of them again are wrong because one of them is correct. None of them is correct, right? It's not a wrong option. It's a right option. So if I have to select, I'll select this. I'll select this.
Here,
I'll select this.
options.
And why I'll select all of them? Because again, one of them is correct. So I'll select this also, and I'll leave none of them.
No, but this you're not understanding the answers correctly. No, Shiv. We are just trying to figure out none of them and all of them. We know which is correct.
Logic is that's where the logic is.
No, we know logically what you have thought. We know very well.
If I say please select the right option, what will you select? You'll directly come and you'll select
none of
them is right.
Yes. So I should do reverse of that.
Reverse of it. I'm asking no reverse of it. Please select the wrong option.
So first I will select all the right answers and then I'll do ulta of it.
Ulta
one
Surely
question.
by the end of this
Shiv?
session, we'll get shocked.
You can hear me?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, if you go that logically, all of them also wrong, right? I mean, sorry, none of them also wrong.
No, in these these three are wrong, right?
Okay.
So I need to select the wrong option. I'm not selecting the right option.
Yeah, no. I mean
Please.
to say no. I mean to say when all of them are correct, if I go for all of them, so I am still wrong because there is none of them option. Like other case. Like suppose inside is correct and entitle is correct and
If
one
one was correct in
is
this,
correct, then you give option like none of them, all of them. Then if I click all of them, still I am wrong because none of them is there in that logic.
None of them is correct. Okay, so in that case,
no, sure. I am saying if entitle is correctly written and in URL is correctly written, inside also, sorry, site also written correctly, then you give option like none of them, all of them, and question is select the right option, suppose. Okay. So if I go for all of them in that case, it's still wrong logically because there is none of them.
Correct, yeah. So we have to select only the first three that time.
So in that case, all of them is correct for this question, right?
Then all of them you select.
No, how you decide, you?
You tell me. See, I'm not going to give answers.
No, logic, if you go
no, this is the test is not between the logic, it is only between none of them and all of them now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give a right answer. I'm not going to give a right answer.
No, see,
I'm
if
only going
one
to give
is
a hint.
no, if whatever he said, Raghu said, right, three are correct. Okay, first, second, third, if it is written correct syntactically, if there is an option like this, three are correct. So logically, all of them also should be correct. Because
if the question is select the right option,
no,
then
all of them also will not be correct because none of them is
none
there.
of them is
so
there.
only one,
I mean,
2, 3, first three will be correct. Correct, Shiv?
So answer in this case, Shiv, it should be all of them because excluding the none of them.
No, all of them, none of them also is one option. No, so all of them
No,
also will not
but
be correct.
in such example, it's the same thing, right? Either
No,
we'll go for none
if
of them.
we select all of them, then it is including none of them in it, right?
No, but
So leaving none of them, we have to
but
select all.
No, he's telling if we use reverse logic, like
Reverse
what we did
logic.
earlier. Like what we did earlier, if we use reverse logic, then what Raghu is telling is correct, but we cannot use reverse logic here in this case.
Yes, we have
No.
to.
I'm not giving a hint. I'm not going to give an
Sure, we
answer.
can still use it. I mean, I don't know how you are thinking.
No, we have to read the question again and again. We have to select the wrong options, right?
For me,
I'm
it
not
still
going
looks
to
like
right
all
answer.
of them
I'm only
because
giving a hint. So here, if I say please select the wrong option. Okay. So inside, is it correct or wrong?
Wrong.
In title, is it correct or wrong?
But we can
Wrong.
select more than one option there.
You can select. You have an option. You can
So
select
in
all
that
of them.
case,
Also you have an option.
if I can select 1, 2, and 3, my answer ideally should be right.
Okay. So inside, is it correct or wrong? Simple, you tell me.
Wrong.
In title is correct or wrong?
Wrong.
In URL is correct or wrong?
Wrong.
Because I'm selecting wrong option. I need to select wrong option. So none of them is correct or wrong.
None of them.
None of them will include the fourth option also in that case.
It will become a correct option. I mean, when it comes to insight, entitled, in URL, then in all these three, none of them is a correct option.
None of
So
them
we
will become
shouldn't
right
touch.
option, right?
Yes.
So that I will not select this.
Yes.
Okay. Then all of them.
No,
All of them
just
is again a wrong option.
Then we have
because
to
none of them is
just be
included in
calm.
it.
Just be calm. Just tell me all of them is correct or wrong.
So it is correct considering this question because in such example, we
Coming
go
back
like
to you,
that.
Raghu. Wait, Raghu, coming back to you. Okay, all of them is correct or wrong?
We select the wrong option.
It's a wrong option.
Okay, because none of them, one of
None
the
of them
option
is
is correct.
there. Yes.
Because one of the option is correct. Now coming back to Raghu's logic. Okay, when the all of them is incorrect, then none of them, how is it correct?
No, he was telling the reverse case. Shiv, he was telling if first three options were correct.
No, let me tell it to you. The question is, please select the right option. Suppose.
No, wrong option.
No. I'm saying if the question is select the right option, and if you give insight correctly, entitle correctly, in URL correctly,
No,
suppose.
if I say question, if I ask you to select the right option, then I would directly select this one. This is not right. This is not right.
No,
This
Shiv,
is not right.
I'm saying you give all three correctly only, suppose, and
No,
you
I'll
your
not
question.
give correctly. That's how the test is designed. Why should I give correctly? So
I am
let's say,
Shiv, one.
understand. Wait a second, Raghu, understand. If I say
Okay.
select the right option, which option are you going to select?
For the same question, if it is select the right option, I think I'm not able to read it fully. I think it is none of them.
It is none of them.
Yeah.
Straightforward, it is none of them.
Correct. That is clear.
That is clear. If I say,
Yes.
if I ask you to select the right option, then none of them is straightforward.
Right.
Right? What will happen to all of them?
Sorry, Shiv, for the background noise. There's a puja going on. It will stop soon. Yeah. One second.
What will happen to all of them?
All of them will be correct in this case for me, because
No,
in
why?
such a no, why? Because in such examples, Shiv, we will go with the only option, not with none or all. I mean, that's how we
No,
go, right?
understand.
Correct.
Yeah.
If I'm saying, please select the right option.
Correct. And if you give
I'm
all
saying,
three right.
please select the right option. I'm not giving right. I'm giving the options wrong. I'm not giving the options right. I'm giving the options wrong only. And I'm asking only, please select the right option. Like in
Then
a
none of
previous
them.
test.
Okay.
None of them.
None of
In a
them.
sample test, we said,
Right.
please select the right option.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So none of them is right.
Yeah.
Yes.
None of them is right.
What will happen to all of them?
That should be wrong.
The others are wrong.
It will stay null and void. It's ignorable. Because one of them is correct.
So Shiv,
Yeah.
just to
All means
add on,
all
if
should
the
be wrong and
content,
all should be correct. See, all of them means all should be wrong or all should be right. Yes, no.
No, but
Yeah.
instead of all, we cannot include none. Na? So
Yeah.
we only see the first three options. Then only we'll
Then
decide
again,
our
it will
answer.
reverse to the all also. It's interchanging to each other. It's countering with each other.
Shiv, shall I mean, just to make it
It
clear,
is
shall
so
I ask you a question?
confusing.
I mean, just imagine like question is select the right option, and just imagine first three options are right only. Just an imagination. I mean, like just imagine like that currently, and you give option like none of them and all of them below that. Okay. So then what should be my answer?
I will select only three right options. I will select three right options.
You
That's
used to
it.
select all of them, right?
Yeah, we
earlier?
should select all of them because that option also is wrong,
No,
right? You
then
have
again,
asked
none of
wrong
them is
option.
countering now.
No, but we used to follow like that, no? Shiv, we
Yeah.
mean only go with the options based. I mean, like which are the option? Three options only
Option based
given, no?
only.
no, if
Okay, fine. If you
inside
take that logic
in
also.
title in URL was part of the question, it is different.
Okay, say if you take that option also. Okay, let's say which is the right option, and I gave all the three options right.
ones.
So
Okay.
first three become correct.
Yes.
Then none of them will be wrong. All of them, if you're saying the previous
It should become
options
correct.
of, all of them is correct. Okay, fine. Go ahead and select all of them. Now in this thing, you need to reverse with none of them and all of them. Okay, do one thing. Let's say if these three are right. Okay, if these three are right, I'll select all these three.
Okay.
I'll select all these three and select all of them as well and leave none of them. Cool?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all of them will include none of them as well, right, Shiv?
That is the whole confusion.
No, now he
If
cleared.
all
He
the options-
designed it like that. Now that if all three are wrong, if the question is select wrong, then we'll select all three which are wrong along with all of them.
Along
Right,
with
Shiv?
any
No,
one
but
of them.
if it was part of the question, then we can select none of them.
that is the
But-
whole confusion.
Because it is not part of the question, we cannot consider none of them or all of them.
Okay, keep it in this way. Keep this thing. In this one question, there are two questions. In this one question, there are two questions. So first select whether the question is asking to select the right option or wrong option. So let's say in this option, if I say to select the right options, okay, please select the instead of wrong option. If I say please select the right option, then only one will become right. That is none of them. Right?
True, correct.
Only one will become right, that is
Yes.
none of them.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when I'm saying select the wrong option, okay, then cite in title, in URL. This one is wrong, this one is wrong, this one is wrong. Okay, then none of them is actually a right for this. So I'll untick none of them. And okay, fine, these three plus this one. I need, so this is the one question. And again, you have to give a second question answer in this. So don't consider that all of them and none of them is countering each other. Just see, let's say
So none
if
of
I have
them
to
and
say,
all of them, we should not consider them as options in this whole option things. Correct?
exactly, don't consider these two as a whole option with the
Hmm.
whole option.
Okay.
Consider this, these two are asking for these three.
Okay.
Okay, none of them is asking for justification for this three. All of them is asking for justification for this three. So let's say that's where I explained. Okay, if
So
I say
that
please
means you
select
should
the right
select
option,
4.
Maybe we
huh?
have to change the question, Shiv,
That
in that.
means we should select the all
Even
4
our
of them.
concept is actually okay now. We
And
select
one more
just
thing,
three.
here
Our
it is
concept is correct.
options are given, but here it change as a app operator. Is that answer will change?
No, just keep it as don't get confused between option or operator. Sometime I used operator, sometime I used option.
Okay, consider as a both are same.
Consider it both the same.
Okay.
Where did that go?
Shiv did not get how to answer this such questions. We
I'll
should
tell
select.
you.
Shiv, I think if we can rephrase the question, it can be more specific.
I'll do this. Let me just help you. Where that question gone now? Okay, let me just stop the share. 2 minutes. Just give me a second, team.
Hi, Shiv.
Yeah, just a second.
Oh.
Mm, Okay, so the correction is done now. There was only one mistake, but rest of the questions I reviewed. There are valid options, though with all of them and none of them, there are valid options. So just take a look and now correct it accordingly. But still, we were able to clear 80%, that still remains valid. And someone who has not taken it, please take it. And someone who has taken but failed, but again, please take it. So now the logic has all been corrected. Do one thing, let's say, select the wrong option. Inside, in title, in URL. If I want to select the wrong option here, inside is not correct. In title is not correct. In URL is not correct. So all of them. So in title, is it correct or wrong?
Correct.
Correct.
Correct,
No,
right?
it's
But I need to
Correct.
select the wrong option. So I'll not select this. So all of them. Is it correct or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong, because one of them is correct.
One is
None
correct.
of them.
That
None
is
of them.
also wrong.
Is it correct or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong, because one of them is correct.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
Cool?
Shiv is still
So
confused.
Shiv,
Why you
we don't
selected
have.
all of them?
for better now.
Why we have
Shiv,
selected all of them is as a wrong? Because one of
yeah.
them is correct. Why we have selected none of them as a wrong? Because one of them is correct.
Shiv, all the questions will be like this only, or do we still have like all three wrong and all of them, none of them?
This is just a hint and question to one answer. Remaining, you figure it out. I've
No, no,
reviewed
Shiv.
all the 24, all the 40 questions I've reviewed. So it is absolutely to the point. No
No, no,
confusion.
Shiv, please, actually, can you go to that WhatsApp thing which you showed? In URL wrong, in title wrong, inside wrong one. So you selected those three and also all of them.
So in that, I added one option now. Because one of
With
them is correct.
No, please give with this example how to answer. That will be easy. And what is the new option added? So that way it is easy
Both
for
the
us.
examples are same.
So here, what should be the answer?
So let's say here I added one correct option.
Okay, that way you made it now. So that, okay.
I added one correct option.
Okay.
So
Then
that
it's cool. Otherwise,
so
because
that now
for
you
me,
know
this
which one
also
to
wrong,
select.
Shiv. Yeah,
Huh?
otherwise this also wrong. I mean, if you don't add any right option,
See, this
so
is confusing, but this is, see, now if I have to say which is the right option, I'll
correct,
directly come and select none of them.
correct.
Correct? But if I'm
Yeah,
asking, select wrong option.
then it should
Other
be
than
one.
this, rest
Yeah,
everything is wrong.
no. It should be only all of them should be the correct one according to me. Because if you go with the same logic of all of them correct, so here all of them are wrong because all three are wrong. The three options. Only I should select all of them. As I was thinking that way. Now I think you made it very
You
simple
think
that
whichever the way you want, but the test is not designed as per your thinking. Okay. Now if you see, if I say what is right, you would straightforward come and select this one is right. I'm
correct.
selecting what is wrong. I'm saying now what is wrong. Other than this, everything is wrong.
No, sure.
That's simple.
If by the way, if all of them are right and you given a select the right option, then I will select only all of them, right? Not all three inside in. I'm sorry, site colon, in title colon, or in URL colon. I will select only all of them, right?
No, I'm saying what is right.
Yeah, I mean, I am saying like if the question is select the right option, and if you
Hmm.
give site colon correctly, and
I'll not give correctly, Raghu. Understand. Understand the question. Here, I have given the wrong option. I'm asking you to select only the wrong option, and I give a wrong options only. Why should I suppose? Why should I give? Why should I ask you to select the wrong option with the right options?
yeah, in this question also only last option, all of them should be correct, no Shiv, because all three are
See,
wrong.
when I say select the wrong option,
Okay.
so inside is correct or wrong?
That is actually wrong, but I should select this. I mean,
You should
I mean,
select this.
yeah,
Exactly.
correct.
It is
But
actually wrong operator, but you should select this. You should know
correct.
which operator is wrong. Tomorrow, if you go and started giving insight and started writing the strings, and if it is not working,
Okay.
then you would know, hey, no, this is not insight, it's sight. So we
Yeah.
should know which are the right and which are the wrong.
Shiv, that means if I mean to answer the questions correctly, for select wrong option, I should select which are all wrong, even though all of them are wrong, right?
Exactly.
Okay. For correct the right option, only I should select all of them, even though there is no none of them is there, because none of them contradicts all of them
So you're
actually.
getting confused. You're
Okay.
confusing others also. Hold on. If
Raghu,
I
very
say,
simple. Raghu, very simple. When there is a
Okay.
right answer, you can have an option to choose only one item. You cannot be able to choose all the three. There will be an option only one you can click. Whereas wrong time, he has given a multiple choice. You can choose
Okay.
all of them.
Radio. Okay.
Very simple way.
Checkbox.
Yeah,
Okay.
checkbox is easy to count. You can
Okay.
pick all of them easily.
see, if I say select the right option, right operator, is it inside right operator?
No, sir. I mean, I am saying if you are given this way, we think like all of them only we'll check, right? We will not check like suppose you are given site colon, in title
Raghu,
colon,
stick to
in
this question. Don't go to suppose. Stick
okay.
to this question. Stick to this question. Don't go suppose. If you go suppose, then it will be suppose only. Will not understand the concept. Stick to the question. What is the wrong operator or option here? Is inside correct?
It's actually, if I consider these three, all three are wrong, Shiv.
Listen, first tell me one by one. Is inside correct?
No.
And you need to select the wrong option. So which one will you select? Will you select inside?
I'll see all three, so all three of them are wrong for me, actually.
All three of them are wrong. Now you have selected this all three. All the three options are wrong. Will you select none of them?
No.
Why? Because all three are wrong.
Yes.
That's
So
reason you will select none of them.
yeah.
Okay, you will not select none of them,
No, I
right?
will not select, yes, because there's a correct answer. I mean, I'm not
That's the
selling
correct
wrong.
answer. Okay,
Yeah.
because all
Yeah.
three are wrong. So when this
Right.
all three are wrong, all of them will be right or wrong? When all three are wrong and none of them is correct, when all three are wrong, understand, when all three are wrong and none of them is correct, when all three are wrong and none of them is correct, will you select all of them as a correct or wrong?
I'm confused to answer this, to be frank, because if I say all of,
See, none of them is correct over here. So none of them is one of the option which is correct. So it doesn't apply to all of them. All of them also will become wrong. The reason because there is one of them which is correct, that is none of them.
okay.
Understood?
Yeah. So I should select all of them. That's what I meant to say, right? In such example.
Because one of them is correct, right? But I need a wrong option.
Okay.
So I selected all of them. Where is the
When you
confusion?
say
Select all options except the correct one.
Your voice is very low. Who was that?
This is right here. I'm saying
Yeah,
that we
Mukesh.
have to select all except the right one, correct one.
Okay, now let's say when I select the right option, you'll come straight forward and say none of them because this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and this is also wrong. The reason because here no operators are correct. You're directly coming and saying none of them is correct. Simple.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. But if it was given all three true, what we are supposed to answer, respond earlier?
You go for those questions. Those questions are also there. Every question has its own problem statement. This question is different, that question is different. That question is also covered pretty much. When I
Okay.
said please select the wrong
Yeah.
option, and again I gave a right options, and again I gave none of them and all of them.
Correct, Shiv. In such example, no, if you given select the right option and you are given the
Don't go
right,
to that example, Raghu. That's where I'm saying don't go to that example.
I should answer no, Shiv, because otherwise I'll make mistake.
You will make,
Shiv,
and
so
you learn from mistake. Now, in this question, I'm asking you simple. When I have to select the wrong operator, inside is right operator or wrong operator?
No, this is very clear to me. My question is, if all three are given true and you are given these two options, then if I select all of them, again it contradicts because none of them is there. That's wrong.
Because one of them is correct, right? So all of them is also wrong.
no, I think they're taking it as all of them. None of them is one of the category. When you
One
say
of the
all of them,
option. Here
yeah,
it's
when
one
you
of the
say
option.
all of,
There are 5 options. From 5 option, I need to select which is a wrong. Then this one is wrong, this one is wrong, this one is wrong. None of them, no, none of them
when
is
that
correct.
is when that is correct, you cannot say all of them, right? Because none of them becomes one of the option too. So when
None
it
of
is
them
none
is
of
one
them,
of the
Sure.
options. So all of them also becomes wrong.
Shiv, shall I clear my doubt? Actually, I got this question how to answer wrong option question. I got very clear. Okay. But I have not yet opened the test actually. You also told me there is a question which asked me to select right options, correct?
Right.
So there also none of them, all of them is there, correct?
It is there.
So in such cases, suppose just imagine now you have given site colon correctly, that's correct only, and you have given in title correctly, suppose, and you have given in URLs correctly, and question is select the right option. Okay. So you given none of them and you given all of them. So far what we used to do is we used to select all of them actually, correct, right? We are not used to select site colon, in title colon, and in URL colon, and all of them. Actually, we are not doing that.
In that case, I've used above.
Above.
When I say above, it's literally above.
Okay.
There's a difference between all of the above and all of them.
Okay,
There is
none
a
of them will
difference
come in
between
the
all the
bottom.
above and all of them.
Okay, sure. Now it's clear.
In
Now
some
it's clear.
questions, it's all of them or none of them. In some questions, it's all the above or none the above.
Okay,
And
now
I've
it's
used
clear.
very smartly,
Okay.
very smartly, whether to give first none the above or second all of the above. Because when I
Okay.
give all of the above, none of the above will become one of the above of all of the above.
Okay.
Similarly, if I give all of the above and none of the above down, then all of the above becomes for none of the above.
Okay, now it's very, very clear,
Shiv,
Shiv. Very clear. Thank you.
These tests are tougher than the IS exams now.
Your voice is still low, Mukesh.
I'm saying, these tests are coming to us like, tougher than IS exams now.
This test are
Tougher than IS exams.
tougher than IS exam. No. It's easy. It's simple English. When I say above, it's above. Let's say all of the above, none of the above. Somewhere I used all of the above or none of the above. There are options. There are, let's say, 11 options. And first 5 options, all of the above. And then below that, none of the above. So when the logic is applying all the above, it is applying for first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth, all the above. When I say none the above 7, then till 6th, the logic is applying for first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, because it's above, the none of the above. Vice versa, if none of the above is up and all of the above is wrong, then it's again above. The logic is applying only for the above. It's
Very,
not
very clear,
applying for
Shiv.
the below. You might see the right answers below. You might see the right options below. You might see the wrong options below. So be
Okay.
aware of selecting the right and wrong option and using that above or below options.
Right, very clear. So order of answer is also important. We should note down. Okay.
Okay,
Clear.
understanding the question is really important. So in this example, as I mentioned, please select the wrong option. Okay, what if I have to select the right option? So you have to think in that way. Okay, fine. Please select the wrong option. What if I have to select the right option? Which one should I select? Okay, none of them I'll select directly. That would be right. What if I have to select wrong option? Reverse it. Over. Where the confusion is. But still, I made it little easy for you now by changing few things. But the logic was that if I have to select the right option, I'll come and select directly a none of them. And if I have to select the wrong option, other than none of them, rest everything is wrong. Because inside, if I say it's wrong operator, in title, if I say it's wrong operator, in URL, if I say it's a wrong operator. So I need to select wrong. All 3 are wrong. None of them, is this wrong? No, because I'm saying all 3 are wrong. So none of them becomes correct, but I need to select the right option. So I'll deselect none of them, all of them. So whether all of them is correct or not, no, one of them here is correct. None of them is a correct, which is one of the options in the 5 option, which is correct. So all of them also become wrong. Clear? Any confusion?
Shiv, I still have one confusion. So in this same example, if one or two of these are wrong and the other one is right, so in that case we will not select the none of them or all of them also, right?
You have various questions. Go there and experiment.
Okay.
It will be. So think in this way. Okay, if I say select the right option, so if I say select the wrong option, then think in that way, what could be right for this? Okay, this could be right. Okay, if this is right, this everything can be wrong. If I say select the right option, then think what is a wrong over here. So if these are wrong, then these are right. So that's simple. Reverse thinking. Cool?
I'm still getting confused.
Not cool. It is very confusing. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Do it.
You have to take the practice test first and then do this real one, or
No, that I had already done. There I scored 93. Here I'm feeling I'll score 39 only
because that was
it is so
only
much
telling you
confusing.
to select what is right.
Ha.
Okay. It's a good practice to get into right. But once the course is over, and if you're going somewhere wrong, then you won't be able to understand why it is not working. Okay, that's the reason knowing wrong is also important.
No,
So if
I
I
know which answers are wrong, but the whole confusion here is because of none of them and all of them. If you tell me, if you remove none of them and all of them, and you tell me choose the wrong options, I'll be able to do it very easily. So the whole logic here we are applying is because none of them and all of them. Otherwise, I know which is right and which is wrong.
None of
So
the
that
above,
is
all of the
pretty
above,
clear.
none of them,
That's
all of
why
them.
we are clear, I
It is
think.
very confusing there.
You now it's purely on how you think and you decide it
Concepts are
actually.
clear.
Okay, one simple statement I want to give. Does all of them means that all three of them means inside, in title and in URL?
No, it includes none of them as well.
No, Shiv, you told, right? First three questions you answered as
No,
one.
no, just leave it, okay? Just leave it.
Again, you changed something.
When I say all of them, it's all
Oh
5
my
options.
God.
From all 5 options, you need to select only the wrong ones. If there are 11 options, from 11 options, you need to select only wrong ones. So, let's say in this question, if I say first one is wrong, second one is wrong, third one is wrong. So, fourth one, is this wrong? Is this wrong applying to all the 5 options? None of them. Is this wrong applying to all the 5 options? Is there an operator called inside? No, there is no operator called inside. Is there an operator called in title? No, there is no operator called in title. Is there an operator called in URL? No, there is no operator called in URL. So, okay, all these 3 are wrong. So none of them, yes, that becomes correct for me. So I would not select. Now all of them. Okay, again, these are the 5 options. Okay, when I say all of them, which one is wrong? Okay, is none of them is still wrong. It's a right over here, so I'm deselecting, but I need to select only right, wrong options. So all of them, okay. So now all of them is correct or wrong. Again, it is wrong because one of them is correct. That is none of them. So all 5 options in line. Cool?
Yeah, understood.
You,
Aruna,
for
Uma,
wrong case I understood, but
Did
right
we
case you
finish
said
the
order is important, right? For right one.
huh. So
Okay.
first, see if the question is to select the wrong option, think which is right and play reversely. If the question is to select which are the wrong option, so if the question is to select the right option, think wrong, which one is wrong and answer. And the question is to select the wrong option, think which could be right and answer. So in that way you answer, then you'll have it.
Shiv, so you got to finish the practice test first and then do this, right?
That will easy fun. That will at least help you. That's the reason I gave 1 week, the whole week for the practice.
Okay.
Shiv, please share the link, Shiv, test link again in the group.
I shared.
Shiv, I have already opened the test link. So if I refresh, it'll reflect the recent changes you have done.
Everything is done. Okay. So that's the good hint for the test. So let's see how many clears. But yeah, as I mentioned, most of you will be able to clear if you would have practiced well. And if you would have understood the concept. And above, below, all those things, it's still a part of a test. Okay, Sakshi is saying we'll try once, rather she should allow us to work in teams to score better. At least the one who scored above 80 once. That's already there in the plan. All right. So let's go back for today's learning. Everyone is excited for that. Okay. So once we understood all this, okay, once we understood all this operator thoroughly, which is correct, which is wrong, everything, then that's where we'll master the art of the basic and advanced concepts of a Boolean on LinkedIn as well as on a Google. Now, once we understand all those operator, with the use of all this operator, and additionally, Google custom search engine, we are going to really create some of the powerful search engines. When I say some of the powerful search engine, it's not just the normal search engine, some of the powerful search engine. When I say powerful, it's more or less like our own job portals. So now let's say I just go to, and now you'll realize why I was really concerned about covering that much in depth and why I was really concerned about that each one of us should be clearing the test. Okay, I was not that much concerned till last year, but when Google recently changed the CSE feature and all, so I just thought that is really, really important. We definitely should have that much of depth, and that's where the depth matters, so that we can actually create our own custom CSS. So let's say I just click on Google custom search engine. Okay, as soon as I click on Google CSE, I'll be able to get csc.google.co.in. Some people will be directly able to see programmable search engine, Google and all. Though this is showing this link over here, but when I click on this, it will end up in programmable search engine .google.com control panel. I'm already logged in, so I'm coming up in this page. But if you're not logged in, let me see if it is getting recorded. It's getting recorded, right? It's okay. So, okay, once I log in, I'll enter over here. Once you click on this particular link, you'll be ending up in some login page. Just log in. And if you have not created any CSEs yet, there will be no CSEs. It will be just blank. But if you click on add, you'll be able to create a new custom search engine. Okay. So let's say my first CSE. I'll just name my first CSE. Okay. I'll just name my first CSE. You can also do that simultaneously if you want to do it. I'll just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Whoever is doing with me, please raise hand. Ankita, Aruna, Santosh, Harsha, Shweta. Why are you lowering? Rajeshri.
You missed actually how to come to this page.
Okay, so just search for Google CSE.
Okay.
So whoever is doing with me, please raise hand. Say yes, yes, yes in the chat. What happened? Amandeep, Bhavani, Dhanlakshmi, Ilakya, Munmun, Nikita, Parmeshwari, Saifa, Santosh, Sayani, Shubham, Shyam, Sumati, Uma, Venkat Lakshmi, Vignesh. You're not doing? Are you on mobile?
Yeah, Shiv. Today I joined from mobile.
Shiv, I am doing, Shiv.
Okay, so.
I'm doing also, Shiv. Sumati.
So do
Yes,
it.
I'm doing.
Okay, so now you can lower the
No,
hands,
Shiv,
please.
I'm on mobile.
Please don't be on mobile, that I always tell.
Actually, there is issue in my voice. That's why I have logged in again through mobile.
I don't know, but I really avoid taking sessions on mobile. I never, in fact, never. I've never done a session on mobile or never I have taken a session from mobile. Either I'm there in the session or I'm not there, but I'm not there on the mobile.
Actually, I got some issue, but we'll take care from tomorrow onwards. I'll try to rectify as soon as possible.
Okay,
the
so
issue.
you search for Google CSE, you'll end up this csc.google.co.in or programmable search engine.google.com. And once you click here, it will ask you to log in. And once you log in, you'll end up in this page. And once you end up in this page, if you have created any CSEs already, you'll be able to see those CSEs. If you have not created any CSE, there won't be anything. You just have to click on add. Once you click on add, search something like, so name would be anything, whatever you wish to. I would say CSC. CSC for weekend batch. Okay. Now when you say CSC for weekend batch, okay, I've searched for CSC for weekend batch. So second, want to search, what to search? Search a specific sites or pages that I wanted to search. A specific sites, okay. So this is where the question was. And understanding the domain. What is constant in domain? That is dot is a constant. Which are the right options? Which are the wrong options? Part of a site. www.example.com/docs. Where does the star work? Continuation for a single word. Star is no more. It's completely deprecated. But when you are using in URL or with this combination of a site, you can still use that particular star before or after dot, before or after /, before or after hyphen with any special character in between. You can still use that particular dot, which works as a fill in the blanks. When I'm using in URL, thumb rule of in URL, there shouldn't be any space because there is no URL, there is a where there is a space. So how do I use that star in the URL? How do I use that star in the while using a particular website? Star can be replaced by any particular keyword before or after dot, before or after /. This is where I was telling 100 times, do practice and do understand the logic behind the web URL, the concept behind how the URLs are structured, the concept behind how the website is structured. In website, any website, dot is constant. Domain keeps changing. .com, .in, .net, .org, that keeps changing. .io, .in, that keeps changing. But what is constant? That is dot. One of the question is there in the test paper also. Like if I say here, so which one is right? So here you have it. Which one is wrong? Here you have it. So there are few questions. Which one is right? Here you have it. So there are few questions on that as well. So unless we don't know, okay, this is how the website, this is how the domain is structured, we might not be able to use it over here. We might not be able to use those fill in the blanks, that's asterisks. We might not be able to enter those particular website over here. It would make us really complex. It would not help us understand anything when we come here. That's the reason we spent last 3 to 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks in covering only simple operators. 3 weeks we spent on that and 4 weeks on understanding and or not on LinkedIn as well Google again and or not 6 operator, then in URL, in title, in text and site additional 5 operator, 11 operator, asterisk and dot. So 12 to 13 operator, we have spent time for almost 4 weeks. But that 12 to 13 operator are basically a game changer for us. When I say game changer, now here you're realizing why those 10 to 12 operator or 10 to 15 operator are really required around. Again, 13th or 14th operator. Asterisk, around. And then strong use cases of double quotation. Is it starting with single quotation or double quotation? Strong use cases of double quotations. Strong use cases of brackets. This is where it plays the real important role. Now, when I say this is where it plays the real important role, what if you don't know how to enter a particular URL of the particular website? You would have got stuck. Clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now let's say if I just come to LinkedIn. I just go to my own profile. So we all know from the previous sessions that in LinkedIn profile, the constant part is
www.linkedin.com/forward/in.
/in. Okay, so I'll just go, I'll take this. Okay, I'll take this. So here, and then this one. I remove all this. But there was something before that, so I'll just give star in continuation, linkedin.com/in, and then star. Okay, again after the bracket, sorry, after the /. So fill in the blanks that https www dot, that was a thing, but otherwise domain, that is star dot example, that is star dot linkedin.com. Individual pages, star dot linkedin.com / individual pages are under in, are under in. For linkedin.com /in, all the individual pages are under in. So linkedin.com /in / again, that is a username which is open-ended, like www.example.com docs /star, which is purely open-ended, and that's where the star is. And okay, now let's say I just go to GitHub. So for github.com, it is github.com /username. So I'll say whatever the username, I'll say star, and then star.example.com, the entire domain, star.github.com / that is a username. I'll say star because that is a fill in the blank. It's in a continuation, but before and after the use case of asterisk while using in URL or site, we can still use in the continuation, but the star can be replaced any particular keyword or any particular open-ended word which is before and after dot or before and after /. That's where we covered that thing. So add. Okay. So let's say I just go for link it is, I'm not able to get it. Google Docs profile, I'm just trying to see. Mm, Okay, let's leave it. In the interest of time, I'll move that thing. I'll show sometime else. So Google Docs, resumes. So here, Pinterest. I'll suggest I'll just say dribble. I'll take it. Dribble.com. That would be start.dribble.com/. Okay, similarly, Behance. Behance.net. So like that, we have hundreds of sites which will show us the resumes. Yes, start.behance.net and then add. All right, I added this 4 sites. In the interest of time, maybe you can add more site anytime in future. Okay, so we have added that particular site link. We have understood how the URL pattern of this particular sites looks like, and based on that, we added this 4 different sites: linkedin.com/in, and then github.com, and then dribble.com, and then Behance. So no need
Shiv,
to think.
Shiv, I have a doubt here. This is Harsha here. Okay.
Mhm.
Shiv, we gave star, right? Star, then dot, then GitHub or any site it could be. So why are we giving dot rather than that the star will be more than enough, right?
Okay, what is constant in any web link?
Dot.
That's the reason we are giving dot. Can we use star in URL while using it in URL or inside?
Yes, we can.
When to use star while using in URL or site?
Like
Dot.
before or after, like
Before or after?
Dot.
Harsha.
okay. Yeah.
Shiv,
So
before
focus.
the dot and after the slash.
Exactly. Before or after dot or before or after slash.
Okay, okay.
Shiv, I want to know one more thing. Can we add
Mhm.
only those sites where we have our login already, or we can add any site?
You can add your own site, any site you can add. Any
Okay.
open source website.
No matter we have login in those sites or not, right?
Naukri Monster won't work. Those are web protected.
Correct. Okay.
LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, anything, any open source website you can add.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Let me just go off video. Okay, so now we have added all these 4 websites. Okay, search the entire web. If you tick this, it will start searching the entire web. No, I don't want to search the entire web. I wanted to restrict the results only to this particular 4 sites. I don't want to search the entire web. I want to restrict the result only for this particular 4 sites. Can we use site operator multiple times? Like site linkedin.com, site github.com, site dribble.com, site behance.com. Can we use like that?
No, Shiv.
No, Shiv.
We can, but it is not suggestible. Okay. So we are using here. Okay. So search the entire web. If I do search the entire web, it will search the entire web. So I'll not select this thing. So I'll only add this particular 4 sites. Do I need image searches? In my search settings, do I need? If I say yes, I'll go yes. If I say no, I'll go no, but not required. Save searches, not required. Okay, I'll say only I'm not a robot.
Shiv, I have a question here. If we select image search, that means like the CVs that are there in the image format will not come, right? If we don't select.
If we don't select, if you need, you can pretty much select. Let's say
On
another
the
thing.
same thing, like if you select image search, both will come. The text based as well
Both
as
will come.
okay.
So slideshare.net it is. So let's say I just go here. I'll also add.
And Shiv, what is the meaning of this safe search?
Safe search means some irrelevant pornography or something like that. If it is coming, then you can click on a safe
Okay.
search.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, so slideshare.net /*. Okay, so SlideShare also I've taken. Okay. So now image search also, if I want to do, I'll just do a image search and say I'm not a robot. Okay. Everyone created this. LinkedIn.com, star.linkedin.com /in, star.github.com /star. Yeah, Mukesh. Mukesh, you have a doubt?
No, I have done it.
You have done it? Okay. So I'm not a robot and then create. Okay, don't have to do anything with the code until unless you're flexible with the coding. But till then, just stay away from that particular code. Don't touch the code and don't scratch your head what this code is doing. The day when you're comfortable with coding, you'll be knowing what this code will do. Otherwise, if you want to insert this search engine on any of your website, then you can always copy and paste it in the your HTML pages of the website so that this CSE will come over there, but I would not cover that in technical part. So I'll say customize. Okay. So when I said customize, then I got into overview. Okay. CSE for weekend batch, add description, creating CSE in weekend batch for explaining. Okay. Whatever the description, I can give up to 1000. Okay. And now don't have to get code or anything. Don't have to do anything like that. Search engine ID, that will come back on later, how we can use it in some of the AI tools. Not now. Just keep this aside. Just focus on how exactly this is working first. Then you get public URL. All right, csc.google.com /CSC $CX equal to your search engine ID. So I click on search engine ID. Okay. Now I search for software engineer.
Where we should click? I missed it because I was doing it simultaneously. I should click on the search engine ID.
Focus. Okay, public URL. Click on public URL. Okay. No missing team. Please 100% focus here.
No, I'm doing
Keep everything aside.
simultaneously. That is why I'm switching screens.
Don't switch screens.
Then
I'll give
how
you
do-
time.
Okay.
I'll give you time, then you do it.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So then, once we say public URL, here is a public URL we'll be able to see. And once I click there, I'll just come here. So here I'll search for software engineer. Okay. So I get all the web results. So first I'll get some of the ads that I'm gonna ignore because that's a Google feature. If Google is giving so much things for free for me, Google also expect some revenue to build from me. So I'm okay with that. Okay, now if you see, we get all the results from linkedin.com because we gave in a backend to search for, and majority of the profiles are over there. And that's where we're getting majority of the profiles from that site. Okay, even if I go to 10th page, okay, one I got it from the GitHub also. But otherwise, majority of that from that particular site. Okay, don't ask me why I'm not getting from the other side. We'll come there. Okay, but if you want to ask why I'm not getting from other side, because majority of the profiles are from the LinkedIn and we'll be able to see only up to 10 pages. Okay, and each page will have 100 results. Sorry, 10 results. That means we'll be able to see only 100 results. All right, so if you see the majority is on a LinkedIn. That's where we are getting a majority of the profiles from the LinkedIn. And why only individual profiles we are getting? Because we have selected in the backend, we have entered like star.linkedin.com/in/star. If I don't use in, and if I just use linkedin.com/star, I'll get all junk also. I'll not get only individual profile, but I'll get all junk as well. Okay, so if I click web, I got all web result. If I click image, I got all image results. The reason because
the image tab came, no? Is it because of the image selection here in the setting?
I was coming here. Wait, don't ask question. First focus. Okay. So here we gave image search. So that's reason it gives image. But if I disable it from here and research it again, if I just refresh it, okay, that image part is gone completely. So that image part is completely gone. But the moment I enable here and refresh it, then image part came. So this is web and this is image. So when I say web, I get web results here. And if I say image, I get image results here. Clear? Cool? Any doubts? Any confusion?
No.
Okay, please create now. Please create your own CSEs now.
Sure, I did it actually. One question, you search for software engineer, right? So, like, can I add like software engineer, then other Boolean operators also will work in this search bar? Like
Everything.
Okay.
Don't go there. Don't think too advanced. Focus on current. That's where I'm
Sure,
saying
sure,
the mistakes
sure.
what we do in the learning is that we don't focus on current.
Yeah,
We keep
sorry.
jumping here and there. Focus on current what we're covering. Complete 100% focus. No distraction, no mobile, no nothing. Keep everything aside. Focus on current with full attention. I'll come step by step when it is an appropriate time to come.
Done, Shiv.
Everyone done?
Yes, Shiv.
Done, Shiv. Yes, done.
Done.
Okay. And were you able to see your public URLs?
Yes.
I can randomly pick anyone and ask to share a screen. Rajeshri, can you please share a screen?
Yes.
Let
Over
me
here.
just make it share screen for all participants. Yeah, you can.
Where is the option to share the screen?
Hmm?
Found it. 1 minute, wait.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Okay. Click on public URL. First, show me what all the sites you add.
The same ones which you did.
Yeah, just go back. Go back to the backend, not here. The other page.
1 minute, wait, this
Huh.
thing is coming.
Same. That will open in a new page.
Wait, I'm not able to go back. How?
It's no, before tab. Go to before tab.
No, I'm not able to. Here.
Huh.
I've added the same slideshare.net, then dribble.com/star, behance.net, and then hub, and then LinkedIn. Whatever you did, I did the same thing.
Cool. Let me take over. All right. So now I see I get web results and I get image results when I search for a software engineer. But I get only from this linkedin.com majority of the profiles. Okay. Clear? All we good? Are we all good?
Yes.
Any doubts? Any confusion till here? Only till
No.
here. Ask any
No,
advanced
no.
thing. Advanced thing will come when our basics are clear. Okay. Now, what I'll say, I'll click on all search feature settings. All search feature settings. Okay. Now, if I want to enable promotion, I'll enable promotion, but I never enabled it.
Where you went, Shiv? Sorry.
That's where I'm saying focus, 100% focus. Okay, now I click on all search feature setting. Anyone, do you have any doubt where to click? Here I'm clicking. Anyone, do you have any doubt where to click?
No.
I'm clicking on all search feature. Anyone, are we all here? 100% focus?
Yes.
Do you have any doubt where to switch? Because I'm not going to come back again. I'm telling 10 times. So if I need to create more search feature, here a search feature. And if I need to create more search features, I'm clicking on all search features. If I want to add more search features, I'm clicking on all search features. If I want to add more search features, I'm clicking on all search features. Clear? Say yes, no in the chat.
Yes, yes.
Please, yes, no in the chat. Only few I received. I want all 30. 30 people are there in call. I want all 30 yes. Rest others, what happened? Bhavani, Mukesh, Shyam, Ankita, Shubham, Uma, Sayani, Ravi, Parmeshwari, Saifa, Munmun, Aruna, Amandeep, Santosh, Dhanlakshmi, Ritika, Harsha, Nitika, Shrikant. Okay, fine. I think almost everyone said yes. Okay. So I click on all search features. Once I click on all search features, I'll come up in this refinements page. Refinements is nothing but filters. Okay, refinements is nothing but filter, max top refinement. Okay, so this just ignore for now. Don't go over there. I'll say just refinements. Okay, I'll end up in a refinements. Once I click on all search feature, will come in a refinements. When I say come refinements, you currently don't have any refinements because we have not added any refinement. Enable promotion like this, which I never done it and not required also. Okay, now let's say the second power, what we're giving, add keywords, query addition, web search extra query terms, or image search extra query terms. All this I'll not go, but I'll only come to add keywords. So let's say in add keyword, I'm adding Java or Python or C++ or Golang or Go, any object-oriented language, and then I'm adding. So I can add up to 1,000. I have a space up to 1,000. Every space is also counted as a count. If I say space, 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 it's taking a count. So every space is a count. So this is why we covered, do we need a space before and after or? That's where I said sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends on the space, how much ever we have. If you're running out of the space, then better not to use it. But if you have enough space, better to use it. Here I have enough space, I'll keep it. Okay. So Golang, and then I'll say SQL or else I'll say algorithms or data structures or data structures or data structure. Copy the same thing again.
Shiv, why are we putting go in apostrophes?
Why are we putting
Go in apostrophes? Like it's a single keyword, right?
sometimes we go will give you going and all everything. So that kind of a short words, I just prefer to give in a double quotes.
Oh, okay.
So now algorithm or data structures or data structure or data structure. All right, I'll just close it. And I'll say save. Okay, so in backend, I've added a couple of keywords. Similarly, again, I'll select for software engineer. Okay, now if you see Python or algorithms or data structure, anything what we have given in a backend started appearing over here in a front end. Okay, we have not searched all those things here, but in backend we added a keywords. And when we added a keywords in a backend, we started getting data structure, algorithm, data structure, Python, Golang, all those things in the front end. We have not given any keywords yet. We have set the certain set of keyword in a backend. Yeah, Aruna.
So Shiv, here we cannot use star or inverted commas, is it, for the data structure algorithms?
Why you want to use it? For a single word, Aruna, for a single word, star does it exist? For the continuation of single word, does the star exist?
No, so I'm saying like when we are giving like say for example data structure, so we can just give once after structure we can give a star, right? So that it takes data structure and structures.
No. First, tell me, can we give for a single keyword? For a single keyword, for a continuation, is the star exist?
No.
Aruna, for single keyword, for continuation of a keyword, like engine, star. Engine star will give me the engineer, engineering, engineers.
No.
No. For engine it won't give. For engineer it will give engineering.
Aruna, I'm asking you again. Star for a single keyword, for a continuation of a single keyword. Does it exist
No, single
or
keyword
not?
it won't give.
Hmm?
No.
It doesn't exist, right?
It doesn't exist.
Then why you want to give data structure and star?
Okay, got it, Shiv.
See, there is a core to the concept behind there that 13, 14 operator are not just to make sambar. there is a lot of depth in that. That's the reason we are covering that much in depth. Otherwise, nobody will cover 4 weeks. Nobody will take 4 weeks to cover only 13 operator. If I have to cover, I can cover in 13 minutes and go. But that does not transform the learning. So as I mentioned, for a single keyword, the continuation with the star is no more. It's deprecated. It's no more there. Clear, Aruna?
Yeah, Shiv.
You can lower the hand. Okay. So we search for software engineer and you get what are the keywords we gave in a packet. We get all that one. All those keywords getting highlighted over here. But still we have a problem that we are getting only from a LinkedIn. Okay, because majority of our data is sitting on a LinkedIn. So that's the reason as for the majority, it is giving the result. All right. Now I just go. I say, I come up. So I just go to refinements. I'll say add refinements. Okay. When I say add refinements, here I'll add refinements. I'll say LinkedIn and I'll say change the priority. Search sites with the refinement or change the priority sites with the refinement. I'm changing the priority sites with the refinement. I'm not restricting it. This is restricting, but this is changing the priority. And once I come here, so here attached, from which URL I need to search. I'll say I want a results only from this part. And I'll say save. Okay, so one refinement came. Again, second refinement. I'll say GitHub. Change priority sites. And then I'll say here in the advanced URL contains GitHub. Okay, and then I'll save. Okay, so second refinement added. Third refinement. Dribble. Change the priority. Then I'll say third refinement. Save.
Shiv, can we not do multiple, like, we cannot choose multiple refinements in.
Focus on this current focus, current thing you focus first. We'll go there, but focus on current thing what we're doing. Okay. Who was that, Rajeshri? Or someone else?
Shiv, me only. I only asked.
Focus on what we're doing currently.
Okay.
We'll come there. I'll go to the advanced, I'll go to the peak, but at the right time. The way we went for that 12-13 operator. So in that, for this also, I'll take you another level of depth. So focus on focus. Okay, so Behance. I'll say Behance. And then I'll say slide share. Then I'll choose slide share. Save. All right. So 5 refinements I've added. I've said LinkedIn, I said GitHub, I said Repel, I said Behance, I said slide share. And if you're attending in this class and again attending in morning or evening batch, don't ask question from this batch. Ask question from that batch. In that batch, the learning would be something else. The example would be something else. Then don't get confused. Like you said this batch this, then that batch this. No. For every batch, the examples are different. The examples are live. It's no more pre-recorded or anything like that. If you have joined today's batch, then focus on today's batch and stick to the today's batch and ask questions in today's batch. Don't take today's batch questions in the fresh batch. Again, it will confuse them. All right. So we have added refinements here. Now I just say refresh once. Okay. So we have web, we have image, and then we have all result, which was by defaultly coming. Then we have a results from LinkedIn. All this from LinkedIn. Then we have results from GitHub. All this from GitHub. Then we have results from Dribble. All this from Dribble. Then we have results from Behance. All this from, just give me a second. I think we have selected wrong. We'll just go back. So for Behance, Behance.net. Okay, we'll come there. So Behance.net only we have selected, but give some time. It is also having a slow machine learning. It will also learn. You keep doing it, you'll get it. Because Behance has no profiles of software engineers. It's more of a designers. But again, I get with the assumptions. With GitHub, I got few. Then LinkedIn, I got few. But let me just go again. We got from LinkedIn. Let's say slide share. I'll come to slide share. Then again, I got from GitHub. So let's give some time for engine to learn. And when I can just go for GitHub, just got all from GitHub. When I go for Dribble, okay, here also I'm not getting. So for LinkedIn and GitHub, it's pretty much getting, but for slide share, also I'm not getting. It is little stucky over there. So let's refresh once more. So it's still a priority. It's not within that particular site. It's still a priority. Okay, sites to search for. So it has sites. These are the sites that I'm searching for. Let's say it's slow. Okay, so SDE. Okay, all results. Then LinkedIn gave LinkedIn results. In all result, you'll get all mixed results. It could be from GitHub, it could be from LinkedIn, it could be from anywhere. LinkedIn they gave LinkedIn, GitHub, GitHub gave GitHub, Dribble still giving Behance, sorry, GitHub. Behance is also giving mix. Slide share is also giving mix. So I think there's a problem. It's a glitch actually. It shouldn't happen. Maybe it's a glitch from CSE itself, but how do we further fine tune? When I say I'm getting this kind of a glitches. Okay. So let's say for LinkedIn and GitHub is working fine, but wherein for Dribble, it's showing this glitch, even if I selected this. So in that case, I'll just go to, I'll take this, I'll just copy this, I'll go to advanced. Yeah.
So for me, when I say GitHub, it's still showing LinkedIn profiles only.
It's a glitch. Okay.
I see.
So if it is still showing, it's a glitch, but otherwise we'll rectify it now. Okay. Now we went to advanced. We said site dribble.com in URL resume. That is on Dribble. Okay. So now here we are adding rewrite a query words. I'm saying get me from Dribble and get me again here also, where I'm saying site dribble.com and then in URL resume. or in URL CV or in URL project and save it. So that's for Dribble. Then I went for Behance. Again, I took this part, advanced site, behance.net in URL, resume or CV or project or let's see just resume or CV. I'll keep it and save it. And that is for Behance. And again, I'll just go to SlideShare. I'll copy this. I'll come here, advanced site, slideshare.net in URL, resume or CV. And save it.
Colon is missing.
What?
Colon was missing in URL.
What?
Colon was missing.
All right. So
Even
save it.
Behance, you spelled the in
And
URL.
in Behance, there is a spelling mistake of in URL in Behance.
Behance in URL. Okay. Now you're capturing this, right? So this kind of a thing is there definitely in a second level of assessment too. All right. So I'll just save it. I'll check once for the Dribble. All right. Let's save it. GitHub also. This is why the assessment was. This is why that homework I gave you, right? To get the profiles from GitHub or any such sites which shows the CVs or resume. This is why it is. Now here I'll say site github.com in URL resume or CV.
URL spelling. URL spelling.
Okay. In URL resume or CV. Whatever the homework we gave, whatever the practice we did, this is where we are implementing now.
Should we use asterisk?
So site github.com/asterisk. That is also fine. You give or doesn't give, that's fine. Okay, save it. All right. So I'll just go here. I'll repeat. So now when I'm on a slide share, I'm getting only from the slide share and all with the resumes. I'll just go to last page. Only from the slide share and all with the resumes. Okay. When I go for Behance, I'm getting only from the Behance and all with the resumes. Behance is basically for the, what we say, designers. So that's reason you're not getting much result because we are searching for SDE. But if you search for designer, you'll get it. Dribble and Behance, both for designers. Same goes with the Dribble also. So here, if you see, again from Dribble, we got it. GitHub. Now we started getting from GitHub. So this label thing, some of you might see, some of you might not see. Because again, once you keep using it, then there's your machine will learn. Then based on that, it will start showing you this. But now if you see, you have a GitHub. Label means whatever the 4-5 labels are over here, do I have a same profile in others also? So where all places I have the same profiles. So here I have a GitHub. All profiles are from GitHub and which are the resumes. Then I'll just go for LinkedIn. I get all profile from LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a resume site, so that's why I've not given resume for the LinkedIn. Okay, so let's say I'll refresh once again. GitHub. So 6 pages. Okay. Now, instead of that, I'll say Bangalore. Okay. So now I get Python, all those things we already added in the backend. So we're getting over there. LinkedIn. So I started added that in the backend. So I started getting all from LinkedIn. Then GitHub. I started getting all from GitHub. Dribble. I started getting all from Dribble.
Shiv, one question, Shiv. So this Python, Java, C++, those things you added, right? That is
In the
applying
backend.
to, yeah, in the backend. That is applying to all this now, Behance or say SlideShare or any of the
It's
apps,
giving
right?
a priority to those keywords.
Okay.
But it's not sticking to those keywords. It's giving a priority to those keywords.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then here. And then SlideShare. So I got a profiles from a SlideShare. Cool. Understood. Any doubt, any confusion in this? Yes, no. Are we good?
I think we need to practice, then we can be able to tell because
Everything is practice.
yeah.
As I mentioned, coming to class and going off doesn't help you. You have to practice. So again, I'll just go here and I'll go back to all search engines. Okay, so I'll add one more CSE. LinkedIn for weekend. Okay, and then sites to search. I'll say star dot linkedin.com /in/star. Okay, and then image search. If I wish, I'll go with that. Okay, only one site. Here it was all this, let's say, SlideShare images. All these are image results, all those things. So if I come to SlideShare, all these are image results. All right. So now this I'll close it. I'll come to this one. And this specifically I'm creating only for a LinkedIn.com. So that one we have created overall for the various site. And we've seen how we're getting the results from the various site. But here I'm trying to target only LinkedIn and trying to see how I can get. Because most of the times I come across a situation that recruiters has exhausted their free searches, exhausted their search limit, exhausted their view limits. And if I want to overcome that, this is how I can use it. So I just say linkedin.com /in.
Shiv, sorry to interrupt. One question, Shiv. So here while giving, you gave star.linkedin.com/in star. So the beginning star was there for this https.www. on that replacement, right? So when you give in the refinement in the site column, you did not give any particular reason for that, or I mean, here always we should give star.linkedin.com.
See, here you're giving a URL. Here you're giving a web link.
Okay.
Even in site also, you can use it if you want to.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, there's no reason for this putting it here and excluding there, right? I mean, it's okay.
No, there is no reason.
Okay, sure.
But here, while creating which site and all, that's where definitely I'm giving it. Now I say public URL. SDE, yes, I get all SDE, SDE, SDE. And then image also I enable, I get from image also. So that is only from one particular site, one particular website, that is LinkedIn. Now let's say I need some additional features. I click on all features. And then I say refinements. I come to refinements, change the priority. What could be this refinement? I would say I need people from LinkedIn with let's say diversity. One of the searches for diversity. So attach LinkedIn advanced. Here you take, don't take by default, it is taking because in a main CSE, because in a main page, it's only one link that we have given, that is linkedin.com/in. So you take, doesn't take, doesn't make difference. And again here, write a query. So I'll say okay, these were few names earlier, which I took it. Okay, so in Google, I might not be able to give this long query. So this is safe. So if it is beyond 1000, then it will not take it. But if it is below 1000, it will pretty much take it. So I hope that is below 1000, and which is way too much. All right. So now I just go. I'll say again, refresh, and search for SDE. Okay. So we get results of SDE, and then I'll say diversity. So we get results of diversity, whatever the names we entered there in a backend, 300-400 names. I'm getting only diversity. So like that, I have a list of 2000 names. So I might enter diversity 1, diversity 2, diversity 3, diversity 4 like that, and we get it. Even if I just go to last page, I get all diversity. But if I just go to all results, so if you see here, labeled under diversity, labeled under diversity, labeled under diversity, all those things.
Here we can give like a girls, women's also we can give it a try.
We can give that also. So let's say another thing we'll do. Diversity by school. Again, change priority. Come down. Advance. Girl or girls or women or women's or Mahila or Balika. Around maybe 5 or 6. School or college or university or institute or engineering. Okay. Here again, this keyword is playing a game. Any one keyword from this set and any one keyword from this set within the 6 keywords. Okay, again I'll say save. Okay, and again I just come here. Let's say refresh. Then I'll search for SDE. So diversity by schools. So here I got all those people who had written College of Engineering for Women, University for College of Engineering for Women, University for Women, Women Engineering College, Engineering College for Women, College for Engineering, all those stuff. So let's say I need now from Premium Institute. Institute, change the priority and scroll down, advanced, IIT or NIT or Indian Institute or National Institute or BITS or Birla Institute. Now let's say IIT and NIT by default it has took everything. This is Power Builder by using content in it for I built it. I'll show it later how I built it, but currently focus on the current stuff.
Rather, so we can take double quotes in a separate column and concatenate, right? With the formula.
I can do that. There are many. Okay. I'll just go up to till here. Then I get it like this. Take this part. Like yeah. But anyways, in the interest of time, I'll just stick to this. Indian Institute, National Institute. If I have a list, I'll create all that thing. But otherwise, I'll give all these institutes here. Okay. So now, just go. Just give me a second. So I'll just come here again, refresh. Just do E. Now I get from Premium Institutes. So here now we see we have people all from that IITs, NITs, whatever in the backend we give, all that thing. Whatever in the backend we give, all that IIT, NIT is coming. Now let's say I just go, I need a diversity plus Premium Institute. Diversity plus Premium Institute. Advanced. So here I'll say school or college or university or institute or engineering. Okay, I'll just go up to there. So this is diversity set is over, and again space, and I would need the new set for Premium Institutes. I'll say again IIT or NIT or BITS or Indian Institute or National Institute or Birla Institute. Right? Close the bracket. And then click on save. Once it is saved, again I'll come here. I'll have one refresh. And then I'll search for again SDE. So diversity plus Premium Institutes. Okay, this is where I did diversity, College of Engineering from women. And then Institute Women Engineering College, Women Engineering College. So let's say particular profiles. So again, it has a slow machine learning. You have to keep on working on it so that it keeps reading it and then start giving you the right profiles. Similarly, I need diversity with Premium Institute with email IDs. So let's say I just copy this string. If it is working, well and good. If it is not working, I'll still fine tune it. Let's say cancel. University plus IITs plus email. Change the priority. Advance. So that string is already there. I just copy pasted that whole string. And then I'll say gmail.com or outlook.com or live.com or yahoo.star or anything. Okay, and I'll close it. And I'll say
How many keywords? How many keywords? How many
1,000,
keywords?
1,000, 1,000.
Okay.
Okay. Everything okay. Okay, we'll do plus 91 or plus 91 or plus 91 space star, close the bracket, or mobile number. It's okay, we'll just keep it up to date. Let's say save. So once it is saved, again I'll come here, save it. So SDE from Women's Engineering College. Again, Women's Engineering College, something. BTech. And the intern. And then Women's Engineering College. So now I just come here, SDE. So I just go here. So it is giving me the results of majority of the profile who are in the completed from the Women's Engineering College, but not necessarily from the IITs, because Women's Engineering College or College for Engineering for Women, IITs are not named like that. Okay, because IIT's naming is different. So when I'm searching for Engineering College for Women or Women's Engineering College or College of Engineering for Women, IITs or NITs or Birla Institute doesn't have that woman in their thing. So that's the reason first it is giving a priority to this part and giving us the results. But let's say we just go for, just come here back, because searching with diversity institutes might not work with the combination of college. So rather I'll just remove this part. Save it. And from here also, I'll insert the IIT combination with that thing might not work because there is no possibility of National Institute or Birla Institute or Indian Institute mentioning like women and all. So I'll just make this part. But rather here in diversity,
Balika Vidyalaya might be possibility.
yeah, rather in diversity with the combination of names, I can take this part. Okay, Indian Institute, Birla Institute, all that thing. And then additionally, Ayushi, Atika, Ashwati, or anything, all those names. I'll just save it. That's, diversity which has come. So I'll just come, refresh it, and again give some time to get settled. And I come here, diversity. So now I have a people from diversity candidates from IITs and Indian Institute or NITs. Because when I was giving in a combination of women's engineering college, there is no possibility that women's engineering college getting clubbed with a national institute or Indian institute. But now, when I gave a combination of a names and national institute or IITs, I get perfectly whatever we need. IIT, all those things. So now similarly, we just go here. Yeah, we have all those diversity ones. Okay. So now I come back. Now let's say apart from diversity, I also want from product companies. Let's say I just go here, fintech.
No, or keyword to be replaced by pipeline. Sure. Or should be replaced by a pipeline, I mean standing line, right?
We'll replace it. Clear cache with Amazon orchestra. I think OR doesn't work here. The standing line doesn't work here, but let me just try in case if it works. Okay, good enough. All right. Cool. We break that formula. Full mode is not a fintech. Okay, there are many, but that's fine. I'll just take it. I'll say fintech. Companies, change the priority, scroll down, and then write all this. So there are double quotations missing somewhere, but in the interest of time, we'll just move on. And again, I'll just come here, refresh, and say STP. Here I got a fintech. So I start getting whatever the companies we entered in a backend, we started getting from those particular companies. Happiest Mind, we must have entered in a backend, and that's the reason we started getting it.
What is that label actually? It's saying like which thing is matching, right? Which label?
Yeah, it's showing, but it's not accurate. It will take some time to go to the accuracy. Okay, that you can ignore for now.
Why mostly from Happiest Mind?
Huh?
Why most of the companies are from profiles are from Happiest Mind?
Because there must be a data so much. Let's say Happiest Mind. We will give here, but I'm surprised why it is coming.
It is there now in the search first line. If you go there here.
Happiest Mind. That's not a fintech. I don't know how it has come here. Let's do this. Because that's again one of the services companies and have a lot of people over there. So that's the reason it is coming. So it will give the priority to whichever the companies has or whichever the pages has maximum number of keywords. So let's say just go here.
Or mostly sure that's the first keyword with multiple words actually. Maybe Google stopped it there and it's matching more.
No, it's not stopped. It's still because we're getting only Happiest Mind, but not technologies. So let's recorrect this all now. Credit.
Upgrade is also EdTech, no? Sure. Upgrade is EdTech, no? We are looking for
Upgrade is
fintech.
also something, but that's okay. It's one of the product companies.
With just curiosity, how did you learn these things? You got some trainer or you got some gurus?
Mostly self.
Okay.
Reliance, Nippon. Let's see. This is one. Here are some interesting companies. So let's take this source. Save it. Okay, so there are many things that you can actually use it once your Boolean concept, the 13, 14 operators, what we have covered, that if you're hands on left, right, center. And after that, once you come to creating a custom search engine, you can actually create magics. As I mentioned, you can actually create your own mini job portals. There, you don't really need any job portals. Okay, now we started getting from build desk, zero the build desk, stash fin, build desk, avatar, Citrus, stash fin, build desk, build desk. Okay, their current or previous company would have been from the list of companies, whatever we just gave here. So watch the recording. I'll just upload the recording and I'll share it. Go through the recording once more and try creating some of the CSS on your own. And again, we'll connect tomorrow. We'll dive it further. And then for the next whole week, you have an assignment that's the level 3, where you'll have to create at least 5 CSEs with 20 filters in each CSE. At least 5 CSEs with 20 filters in each CSE, with 20 refinements in each CSE. And I'm gonna review each and every CSC and sit with you, see basically see what are the keywords you have entered in the backend, what is the logic over there, how it is working. And once I see that these CSS are really amazing, working great, then that's where you'll be level 3 certified. And again, I'll build a story around you. How did you scale from level 1 to level 3 to level 3? A nice story, and then publish it over the LinkedIn. And if you're seeking for a job, definitely there's a form coming in which will have an option. Are you looking out for a job? And if you're looking out for a job, I'll try to make sure the post is getting so much of attraction so that you start receiving up calls for jobs. Before even you complete the course, I can assure you that definitely you'll start receiving call for jobs. Or if
You
you're open for a
mentioned
new
like
opportunities. Huh?
Shiv, you mentioned you're going to share with us the sites where we get our resumes, like GitHub
I'll
and
share it. I'll share it. We are yet to go there. I'll share it. Okay. So the best way to identify, I'll keep this as a homework, but I'll not tell now. I'll keep this as a homework. But yeah, for now, as I mentioned, just watch the recording and try to come up with your own search engines and try to see how it is working for you. Just start with LinkedIn itself. That's more than enough. Only focus on LinkedIn and try to come up with a site. But otherwise, there are hundreds of sites which can be X-rayed. I have somewhere in my docs. I need to pull out where it is, and then I can share it with you. Just
Oh, there's a day for dogs also. International Dog Day, it seems.
It's a dog day, yeah.
Looks like system hanged.
Dogs. Some years back, I shared this link, but let me just pull out that. And it's still existing. I'm getting it, but this is not opening. Let me just see once more. Stove. Yes, 2020. 60. Zero 609. Very close, team. Just give me few more minutes. Hmm. Got it. Download this PDF file appear to be so. Oh, the file is not available now. I'll just try to retrieve the file and get you. I'll share it in the group.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah, because it was quite old file. I got it. I think it's got deprecated now, but let me retrieve the file and share it once again. I'll have to check where all places. Okay.
Sure, not an issue. Thanks.
There was one in the file, so just give me a second. Mm, that's fine. Let me retrieve the file and send it to you. It's there, but it's not available for a download now.
Sure,
I don't
not
know.
an issue. Yeah.
For some reason, it's not available. Okay, so let me just retrieve that file and resend it to you. But meanwhile, what do I have to say is like just practice, just create some of your own custom CSEs, and then you'll be able to get it. Okay, and watch the recording. All right, then. Thank you. Let's connect tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Sure, bye-bye.